Oh, sorry, everybody. I don't know. Is the oh God. People can continue to join us, please. Sorry about that. It was the network. It wasn't flagged. It's the network. It's the network. It's the phone. So I've changed my phone and I've changed the network of the program. Please, I'm sorry about that. We'll start in another 2 minutes when at least people have joined in. It's very bad, and we were enjoying our program. Please, can you bring people in? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, Yalaje Beula, thank you for joining. All the people that have joined in, Princess Adebayo, all of you that have joined in, please can you just help me to share once again so that we can start on time. I'm going to start very soon now. I just want cross ventilation in the house. It's very warm here. Sorry about that. Susie is going to call on the other phone and then we can start the program. I'm very, very, very sorry about that. It wasn't flagged. Is the network. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. All right, I'm going to call Susie now because I know many people are still going to watch it. Can you please help me to share? And I'm going to share on all the other platform while Susie is talking. So it wasn't flagged, I assure you. Tracy Benson, thank you. It wasn't flagged. It's the network. I used to experience that and I know. So I'm going to call Susie. I'm going to call Susie now.
Hi, Adebimpe.
Yeah, right. Sorry about that. It wasn't flagged. It's yeah, it's the network and the phone that I was using at that time that messed up. I'm very sorry. So before the show was abruptly disturbed or whatever, I was asking Susie how she met Ramota. How she met Ramota. Thank you. So that's what she's saying. You can continue from there. Hello. I'm listening. They are listening.
Adebimpe, do me a favor. Can I ring? Adebimpe, do me a favor. Can I just ring you direct?
Yes, you can ring me direct. Yes. Yeah. Please, yeah. Yeah, and you can call me on the landline if it's possible. Okay. All right then. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Let me call you. So she's going to ring me direct, or I'll call her with my landline. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Susie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So sorry about that. Before the network messed up, we were talking about how you met Auntie Ramota. So you said you met her sort of when you saw a program about her that people were accusing her that
it was just a live video.
A live video.
I think I saw about 3 or 4 live videos. Okay. Yeah. And one where they were abusing her for bleaching her skin.
Exactly. So okay, so after that you tried to contact her and then you realized that she has a manager called Seriki.
Yeah, I wrote something I wrote an update on my Facebook and said, "Oh, I'm looking for this lady called Auntie Ramota. Can anyone link me to her, please?"
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was how.
Yeah, and then a few people contacted me, and they were like, "Oh, you can find her around the corridor. I'll see her. When I see her, I'll stop her." You know, so I had a few offers, and somebody said to me, "Oh, she's got a manager. Why don't you contact the manager?" So I said, "Okay." So that was how I sent Seriki a message and was like, "Oh, hi, I've been told that you are Auntie Ramota's manager. Do you know what? I just love her spirit. How can I link up with her?"
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh, yeah, no problem. That is fine. I'll link you up with her." And the first time I linked her up, we actually did a live video on Facebook.
Okay.
And I still have that live video somewhere.
Okay.
And that's how we linked up. And I was like, "Oh, you know what? This is lovely. She's so funny. I really want to meet her."
Okay.
So she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I might be coming to Nigeria soon. I don't know when." And that is how we started talking. And she started telling me Ramota's story.
Okay. So when you had Ramota's story, you got interested. Is it because you want to use her as a bait for fame, or you got interested because of her learning disability, or you want to help her?
Do you know what? No, the plan was not to raise any money for her. The plan was just to link up with her and just have fun with her. Honestly, I just liked her. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I don't think. Wait. Yeah, they had. Maybe they'd already raised money for her by then, and she had brought a fridge freezer. They brought them a bed, so they'd already raised money for them.
Okay. And I understand that there was a group. Was that group purposely for Auntie Ramota's welfare, or you were in that group?
Okay, so that group came further down the line.
Okay.
After I left Nigeria, and then Seriki decided to set up this group because Seriki said that she.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then can I just cut you? So, okay, after you met with her online and you started talking to her, so you went to Nigeria and you actually met her.
Yes. So wait, there's a lot that happens between them. I'll tell you what happened.
All right.
So after I met online, we started talking.
Okay.
And we were talking on a regular basis. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that was when Seriki told me that she's trying to raise money for her.
Okay.
So when I first got in, money was not on my mind.
Okay.
But when I spoke with Seriki told me that she wants to raise money for Ramota.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, okay." And so when she told me that she's her manager, I was like, "Oh, manager for what?"
Okay.
As in, what's she doing that she has a manager?
Okay.
Yeah. And she wasn't doing anything really.
What was the money? What was the money? She said she wants to raise money for her. What intention?
To improve her life.
To improve her life. Okay, to improve her life. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so by this time, let me think. I think some money may have been raised for her already.
Okay.
And then Seriki said to me that, she wanted to go and open a bank account for Ramota so that the money would go into Ramota's account. Or maybe she already had that bank account. I can't remember.
All right.
But whatever it is, I know along the line, I think I wanted to send some money.
Okay.
This was it. I wanted to send some money, and then she told me that she had opened a joint bank account for Ramota,
and
I paid the money into that account.
Okay.
Yeah. So now along the line, we were always talking. There was never any problems. Everything was fine. She was always putting Ramota on the phone to me. Would have a laugh because Ramota couldn't speak English.
Yeah.
And as you know, my Yoruba is quite wonky. It's quite shaky.
Yeah.
So, but we used to get by here and there. Now, all of a sudden, one day, I received a distressed phone call from Seriki.
Okay.
And what had happened was this was when she got involved in the Yoruba fracas.
All right.
And so what had happened was I'd forgotten whether Dokas had put Ramota on her show, and Ramota had said something that offended Abike.
Okay.
So Dokas now had got in touch with Seriki. That was it. And she wanted to interview Ramota.
All right.
And then something happened on the show. A statement was made that all of a sudden caused a war.
Okay.
So along the line, I don't know how it happened.
I'm listening.
Seriki now had a problem with Docker.
Okay.
So Seriki came to me and was like, Sister Susie, I don't know what to do. They said they're going to take Ramota away from me.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do you mean by they're going to take Ramota away from you? How can they take her away from you? You're her manager now. She said, yes, I'm her manager, but I haven't got any legal document to say that I'm her manager.
All right.
So I'm like, oh, okay, so what's happening now? So she sent me some messages that she said were between her and Docker.
All right.
And then she said she was getting some phone calls from people because I think she had written a status on Facebook about the fracas, and that had caused the problem.
Okay.
And then she was like, oh, and then they were threatening to take Ramota from her, and she now wanted to sign a legal document. But the problem was she didn't have any money to sign that legal document.
Okay.
Which I can actually say that I will supply you with Ramota's bank details, yeah?
Okay.
And I will supply you with Ramota's bank details. And you will even see that when she told me that she didn't have any money for Ramota to sign any legal document, there was actually money in Ramota's bank account at that point of time.
All right.
I will send you the bank details.
Okay.
So I said to her, okay, how much will it cost? What do you need to do? She said she needs to sign a contract, which is a UOM or MOU.
Okay. MOU, yeah.
MOU, yeah. And she will, once she signs that, then nobody will be able to take Ramota away from her. So I said, okay, no problem. She said, but there's a problem. She hasn't got any money. So I said, oh, you haven't got any money. How much will it cost for you to
do that?
To do it? She said 30,000. I said, okay, no problem. I'll give you the 30,000 so that you can get it done. So she now signed this. She now did this contract, the MOU, and when she had done it, she said, oh, Sister Susie, I've signed it. It took about 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, Sister Susie, I've signed it. Let me send you a copy. And I actually said to her, no, I don't need to see a copy. Don't worry. Once you've got it, you've got it. That is okay. So everything was fine, right? And I think, yes, she took Ramota's mother with her to sign the document.
All right.
So I was like, oh, no problem. And then, you know, we were just, you know, having a laugh from there. And then I think there was a time somebody inboxed her and said, why are you carrying Ramota around wearing such, you know, an ugly wig? That her wig needs to be replaced. And she said, well, Sister Susie, I don't have the money to replace the wig.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll send you money. How much is the wig? She told me how much the wig was.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, you know what? I'll send you, wait, let's see. I think I sent her 25,000.
Okay.
Wait, 30 plus. No, I sent her 30 plus. I sent her 30,000. And I said to her, give 5,000 to Ramota to hold in her hand. Whatever the wig costs, buy the wig, and you keep the change.
Okay.
So we said, okay. Then around the time, I was actually coming to Nigeria, of which I didn't know I was coming to Nigeria because then I was a business analyst with the AA.
Okay.
My contract finished, and when my contract finished, so that was March, so I had approached her in February, I would say. It was about February that I approached her, yes.
Yeah.
So that's because I'm going to use this to look at the bank account to see whether there was any money in that account.
All right.
Because that bank account was before February.
Okay.
So my contract now finished, and I was like, right, I'm going to Nigeria. So my plan was always, when my contract finishes, I'll go to Nigeria. So I said to her, right, I'm coming to Nigeria, and by this time, I had 2 families that I had assisted.
Okay.
Or was it 3? I had 3 families in Makodi that I had helped raise some money. So I promised Ukan that, you know what, I'll come down to Makodi when I get to Nigeria, yeah?
Okay.
So by this time, me and Seriki, we're talking practically every day. You understand? We're talking every day. So I now said to Seriki one day, I said, you know what, Seriki? I'm going to Makodi. I've never been to Makodi before, but I don't want to go by myself. Do you want to come with me? Don't worry, I'll pay for everything. So she was like, oh, Sister Susie, let me ask my husband because I've never left home before.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, go and ask your husband. So she went off. She asked her husband, And the husband said, yeah, that's fine. So I said, okay, I'll buy a ticket for the both of us to go to Abuja.
Yeah.
And she was so excited because she told me she'd never entered an aeroplane before. This was going to be fun. She said, I think she'd been to Abuja before, but by bus, she said to me. So I was like, okay then, no problem. When I get to Nigeria, I will buy the tickets. So when I got to Nigeria, I was like, I'm thinking that I just looked upon them as friends. I was like, what do you want? I got her some stuff. I got her kids some stuff. I got some stuff for Auntie Ramota when I was going to Nigeria, just like I got for my other family members. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I got to Nigeria, and she said to me, Sister Susie, you have to come and see Auntie Ramota's mother.
Okay.
So I was like, why? She's like, I just want to introduce you to them and say, you're helping me from London.
Okay.
So I was like, okay then, when I come, I'll come down. So my friend who I'm always in Nigeria with, she's a Nollywood actor. So they had some theatre thing that day that Ogujide Kosoko, like a lot of the Yoruba actors were doing. So and that was somewhere in Ikorodu. So we had travelled down from Ikeja. So I said to my friend, okay, you go there, I'll go and see them Auntie Ramota, and then I'll see what happens, then I'll let you know from there. Because, I didn't know what to expect.
All this while, you were just acting as a friend to Ramota and Seriki. Nothing?
Yeah. No. I've never been anything like that before.
Okay. Right.
People have got it. A lot of people have twisted it. When people don't know the story and all of a sudden they make up a story and then it grows from there. Do you get me? That is basically what has happened with Ramota's story, yeah?
Okay.
So I went down. We drove down to Ikorodu. So I arranged to meet Seriki somewhere. So I met Seriki somewhere, and Seriki said to me, Sister Susie, when you're going to see the family that you can't go empty-handed, that we have to buy some stuff for them. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to buy? So she's like, okay, just get some food stuff. So we got rice. We got everything came to about 15,000 naira. It wasn't that much. We got rice, beans, oil, and stuff like that. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you put the right one on for me, please? So, we got some stuff like that. So, wait, hold on a sec. Adebimpe, sorry. I've lost. Yeah. So, wait, hold on. Yeah, so, hold on a sec. Wait. Oh, do you know what I've done, Adebimpe?
Yeah.
I don't think, have I? Yes, I have. Okay, it's okay. Yeah. Is this one called part 1?
Yeah, part 1. This is part 1.
Okay, yeah. So, I was like, okay. We got all the stuff. We went to the shop. We got the stuff. And we went down to Ramota's house. Gave the parents the stuff. So, we were there. Ramota was excited to see me because she had spoken to me on video calls a number of times.
Yeah. And,
people have to understand, Ramota is actually like a 5-year-old. So, she was excited to see me. We were joking and laughing. And then I now said to the mother, I said to Seriki that by this time I brought the plane tickets that we were using to go to Abuja, and I think that cost me about 62,000 naira, just one each for both of us, so about 120 something thousand naira. I brought the tickets for us. So I said to Ramota's mum as we were going, I was saying to Ramota and the mum, was like, Ejo might be new, and Riwa for a few days, and lo Abuja.
Okay.
So I said that, Ramota was like, Mufelo. I'm like, Mufelo Nibo. Mufetele. I'm like, tell her to where are you going? Mufelo Abuja. So, and also, Seriki now said, Sister Susie, she wants to come. I said, can she come with us? But Seriki said, yeah, if you're fine with it. I said, yeah, if she wants to come, she can come. I've got no problem with that. So long as her mum is happy with it, she can come.
You took permission. It was consented,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was consented.
Yeah.
And so we agreed. So the mum said yes. So I got hold of my agent, and we brought her ticket as well. So the day that ticket cost 66,000. Can I say I'm mentioning this money because I had Soji asking me if I had taken Ramota's money.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm mentioning money that I have spent.
Yeah.
Just to prove to him, since he wants to know about the financial side of it.
Yeah.
So this is to make him aware of the financial side of it.
All right.
So I now brought Ramota's ticket, and that cost me That cost me 66,000 naira because I bought it 2 days before we went to Abuja.
Okay.
Now, whenever, and I must say, so anyway, I did that arrangement, I agreed, and when I was going, I said to them, I'm going to blah blah place.
Okay.
Do you want to come with me? And Ramota them were like, yeah. And I have a taxi that takes me about. So the taxi was waiting outside.
Yeah.
I think Seriki asked me to give Ramota's brother some money. I didn't give him much. I was like, how much? He was like, oh, just give him 3,000.
Yeah.
Because Ramota's brother was there. And I think I gave a few more people there. Just something like 2,000. Not much. Not much. You understand?
Yeah.
So we got in and we went to where my friend was. So where my friend was, Uncle Jide Kosoko and Mr. Balo, they were all there. So when I entered with them, Uncle Jide was like, Egbe Auntie Ramota wani. So I said, Uncle Jide, do you know Auntie Ramota?
Yeah.
And Uncle Jide was like, yeah, of course. She used to act in films. I'm like, I never knew she used to do films. Uncle Jide was like, well, Auntie Ramota. And like Baba Fala's daughter was there. Yinka Quadrin, all of them were there, and all of them were like greeting her and laughing, They were having a laugh. And when it got to a certain time, we now said, okay, let our driver take you and let him come back for us. So the driver took Ramota and Seriki home, and then he came back for us, and we went back. And we were going to Abuja a few days later to come and meet my friend Ukam in Makodi, yeah?
Okay.
So the morning of going to Abuja, Seriki had already told me clearly that Auntie Ramota cannot enter public transport with Auntie Ramota because they get too much attention. Okay. So she only does drop with her. She only does pick and drop. Okay. That's what they call it. Okay. So I was like, okay, no problem. And I sent a taxi. I was in Ikeja, just at the back of the airport. They are in Ikozu. My driver went to go and pick them up, 9,000 naira. Yeah, no problem. I picked them up. He picked them up for me, yeah? The same man, when we were ready to go to the airport, took us to the airport. We now went to Abuja. When we got to Abuja, my friend picked us up at the airport. We got a hotel. The hotel we stayed in, I forgot the name of that hotel, but that hotel cost us, I got a room for them. They had their own room downstairs. I had my own room upstairs. Okay. I think my room was 32, and their room was 31,000. Okay. Yeah. So we slept in Abuja. That night we got to Abuja, and you know me, I'm a freak for suya. So I'm like, right, we need to find a suya joint. So we jumped into a Marua. By the time we got advice from people, we jumped into a Marua, and we just headed for Sabo. We had suya, we came back. When we got back to the hotel, they went to their room, I went to my room, and I made arrangements for a people carrier. Yeah. So you are just doing these things out of your own volution. You have I was just having fun with a friend. Yes. We were doing live videos, but it was just a fun thing. Yeah. You understand? So when we got to Abuja, with no string attached. I said with no string attached. Well, the only strings attached was I was spending my money. Yeah, well, of course. Nobody else was spending any money. So if there were any strings attached, the money was flowing from me. I didn't ask anybody. Not to from Ramota's account, not from... I have no access to Ramota's account. Exactly. Okay. So when we got to Abuja, like I said, the first thing, because I said to Ramota's mum, please, we're going for a few days. Make sure she has clothes. Okay. So when we got to Abuja, Seriki came and said to me, oh, I've just checked Ramota's clothes. We were sitting in the lounge, I think. Yeah. We even did a live video. I've just checked Ramota's clothes. She didn't bring anything good. We need to... I've just checked Ramota's clothes. The clothes that she brought are not that good. She can't wear them. I'm like, why can't she check that at Ikorodu? Maybe she's the manager. Because she didn't didn't go to the house. What she did was, because I sent the driver,
Okay.
so the driver goes to Ramota's house. She lives deeper inside, and I think she gets an Okada,
Okay.
or she gets to the motorway, and she gets to the main road, and the driver will pick her up there so that he doesn't have to go deep inside.
All
Where
right.
she was living was quite deep inside, and the road was bad.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So I said, okay, so what we're going to do, I said, let me see the clothes, and one of them hadn't been washed.
Mm.
So I'm like, we're going to have to buy some clothes. I'm like, okay, let's find out where a supermarket is. So all the time, you know, we're sitting down, we were doing live videos, having a laugh. Then Ramota was like, Auntie Susie, for me, 2,000 naira, Joe.
Mm.
I'm like, what do you want to do with 2,000 naira? A pair of biscuits. You want to we just eat it. The next thing, Seriki said, don't mind her, don't give her any money. That's how she wastes money. Don't give her any money. So I said, but it's only 2,000 naira, because in my own head I'm thinking it's only £4 or
Yes.
£5.
Mm.
So I'm like, so I looked at Seriki, I was like, okay. And then Ramota was pinching me, because Ramota's playful like that.
Okay.
And then she whispered in my ear, oh yeah, for me 1,000. So I just laughed. So I gave her 2,000. So I said, take. Master phone Seriki pay me 1,000, 2,000.
Okay.
It's pocket now.
Your Yoruba is spot on, you know.
Huh?
I said your Yoruba is spot on.
It's spot on. Ramota understands my Yoruba clearly. But, you know, so I now gave them some money to go and buy clothes for Ramota. So she went off and she came back and she got like, I think she got like 2 tops and the trousers, which was perfect. You understand? So we went off I got a driver that would take us to Makodi. And because I had them with me, I was like, right, I can't just jump into public transport. I don't want anything to happen to Ramota.
Exactly.
So let me get a car that would drop us, that would take us to Abuja, that would take us to Makodi and bring us back.
Okay.
So I asked the hotel. They got a people carrier for us, and the people carrier, I think I paid him about 60,000. I think he asked me for 60,000. When I got back, I only gave him like 57,000.
Okay.
You understand? Because we fed him and everything on the way there.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we went to Makodi. Makodi was fine. While we were going to Makodi, for some reason, Ramota stopped talking. She refused to talk to us.
Okay.
So, and I noticed that she liked magazines. Like when we were in the aeroplane, she was reading the magazine, or, you know, and even though she can't read, she would stay glued to that magazine for 30 minutes without saying a word.
Exactly.
Just looking at it. You don't even know what she's looking at. So I was like, okay, let's buy a magazine. So I bought a magazine. No, we couldn't find any magazine. So I think we stopped at one village and they were selling suya. So I brought suya. I gave her suya. I think she ate a bit. And she put the next thing she said, her stomach is hurting her.
Okay.
I said, how? What Wahala did this? We carry you from your house now, but let it pain you.
Exactly.
What are we going to tell your parents if anything happens to you? I don't want Wahala. So we were now playing with her. You know, we were trying to, you know, pet her. She was at the back with me. Seriki was sitting in the front.
Okay.
You know, I was trying to cheer her up. She wasn't having it. When I told her to go to sleep. And then I was like, okay, you know what? We need to let's see if we can get a magazine for her. Because we had left the other ones in the hotel.
Mm.
So we got to Dara, where Buhari is from. We got to his town. Then I saw a supermarket. I was like, Seriki, please, can you go to that supermarket and see if you can get a magazine for this woman?
Yeah.
So Seriki now got out. So while Seriki was out, Ramota saw this drink, and it's a red drink.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like it before, and she was like, F-Joy, right, you for me. So I said, at least you are talking, thank God. Oh, yeah. So they now brought the drink. The drink didn't cost more than 100 naira.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. Do you know what I mean? So we got the drink, and I gave her the drink, and she was drinking it.
Yeah.
Seriki came. I think she got a newspaper. She gave her the newspaper. This girl drank half my drink, and after she finished drinking my drink, she started talking to me again. I said, see this woman.
Okay.
I buy drinks for you. I buy a magazine. Now you're not even talking to me.
Okay.
Then by the time we now got to Makodi, we went to see who we were going to see. They took us to the IPD, or is it IDP camp.
And so she enjoyed herself basically anyway in Makodi.
Yeah, she had fun.
Yeah.
Then after that, by this time, she's still not talking to anyone, because one thing about Ramota is Ramota doesn't like talking to men unless she knows them. If you're a man and you greet her, she will not talk to you.
Okay.
She won't answer you. Yeah, that's how she is. So we now got to Makodi. So we now got to the restaurant because they wanted to host us.
Yeah.
So when they now wanted to host us now, they brought out all these different soups, pounded jam. They brought out a whole heap of food. Oh yeah, Ramota eats. This girl now refused to eat them.
Why?
Oh, like how? What are we going to do? She's still not talking to us. So she's still frowning face.
Okay.
She's still not talking to us. Is this girl okay? I don't want Wahala. So at that point, Seriki was like, okay, you know what? I think we need to return her to Ikorodu.
Okay.
Since she's not happy.
Okay.
Let us ring the father and tell the father that we're bringing her back now.
Okay.
So we now rang the dad and we told the dad that, Seriki told the dad that, Daddy, Ramota is not talking to us. We don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
Please, can you talk to her? We're going to bring her back to Ikorodu now.
Yeah.
So she now gave Ramota the phone. The next thing we heard Ramota, Daddy, how are you? I'm having fun. Monday, County Jan. Mango. This is the person that was not talking to us. Yeah. Maria, Otuna, Maria. Okay. And I'm like, Laney, Laney. So, we just had a laugh and she perked up. So, we did that. We went back to Makodi. After we got back from Makodi, we stayed in the hotel. Then, the next day, I had a lady called me, one lady called Faith, who does geles on Facebook, and she was like, oh, this is Susie, please, can I come and do your makeup and your gele now that you're in Abuja? I think she lives in Akoja. Okay. And she said, well, I'm coming down to see you. I was like, all right, that's nice of you. Yeah, okay. So, and by this time, they're in their hotel room. Yeah. I'm in my hotel room. They've never been in my hotel room before. Okay. I've only gone into their hotel room to see how they are. Okay. Otherwise, I've left them. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
So Faith now came. So when Faith came, I think Faith came, and she came with a photographer. So I now said to Faith, can you do me a favor, please? Can you do a makeover for Ramota and Seriki as well? Yeah. So Faith said, oh, okay, Auntie, no problem. I said, thank you. So she did the makeover for all of us. Okay. So when she did the makeover, when she finished doing the makeover, she now said to me, Sister Susie, please, can I take pictures of Auntie Ramota? Okay. I said, hold on. Her manager is quite temperamental. Mm-hmm. You can't just take pictures without asking her. Let us ask her. Mm-hmm. So I now called Seriki. I said, Seriki, Faith would like to take some pictures of the makeup and the auto gele that she's done. Seriki said, she has to pay. It's not free. So I looked at her. So I said, and in my own head, I'm thinking, but she did the makeup, and Ramota is looking like she has never looked before. Exactly. Those are the pictures where you see Ramota wearing a black auto gele with makeup. Okay. That was the day. Okay. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to argue too much. I said, how much are you going to take from her? And she's like, Sister Susie, because she's your friend, I would take anything that you suggest. I said, how about 10,000? She's like, okay, that's fine. Right. So I now told Faith, is 10,000 okay? Faith said, yeah, 10,000 is fine. Okay. So I said, okay. So she now paid Seriki. Seriki gave her bank details in front of me. Okay. Faith paid the 10,000, and that is when the photographer did the pictures, and those are the pictures we had. Okay.
So they even made business. They made business out of your own free.
Wait, hold on a sec. But don't forget. Now, I haven't seen this MOD because I didn't ask to see it. Okay. The contract. So I don't know what the contract states. Okay. You understand? All I know is that when Ramota works, Seriki gets a percentage of that work because she has sourced for the work. Okay. Yeah? So for me now, that 10,000 is Ramota's money to me. It shouldn't be Seriki's money because Seriki didn't look for the work for her. That's how I would have looked at it. Yeah, right. Okay. But you put the money into the account, which was fine, no problem. Put the money into the account. Yeah. So then, while we were in Abuja now, she came to meet me in my room. I think no. When Faith left, we were all in my room. When Faith left with the photographer, she was like, Sister Susie, my husband just called me. Was it that her husband just called her?
Please, can you speak up a little bit? Because it's
sorry.
Yeah.
So she now came to. They were already in my room. When Faith left, she now said to me, Sister Susie, my husband just called me that the roof of our house has flown off. So I'm like, okay. What happens now? She said, he said it's going to cost 41,000 naira to fix it, but me, I don't have 41,000 naira. Okay. I said, okay. Okay, and the house is leaking. She said, yes. I said, okay. All right, then. I will give you the 41,000. She said, thank you. I said, no problem. And I gave her the cash there and then. All right. Yeah. Now, what got to me, after she took the money, I didn't think of it before. Yeah. After she took the money, I thought to myself, but hold on a sec. This is the woman that was telling me that I should not give Ramota 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's happy to come and ask for
41,000. Yeah.
You understand? But
Yeah.
then I just left it and I thought, you know what, I can't ask for it back. But it kind of pissed me off a bit, and I thought, okay, I need to be aware of that from now on. Yeah.
Okay.
So we left Lagos. We left and went to my
Abuja.
friend's house. We left Abuja. We went to my friend's house because our flight was in the afternoon. So we went to my friend's house, Don Pedro. He took us to his house. We ate. We had fun there. Then he dropped us at the airport because I think our flight was meant to be at 5:30. But they now delayed our flight to 9:30 in the evening, so we had to sit at the airport. So I will tell you the story about that a bit later on, because this is part of the genesis of the problem that Seriki had.
All right.
So, but anyway, the flight, we got on the flight. We got to Lagos about 10:30, so it was too late for them to go back to
Ikorodu,
because it was already 10:30.
Yeah.
My boss came to the guy that drives us around came to pick us up. So he took us back to the house. Now, when they come, I have a room in my friend's house, of which I have 2 double beds joined together.
Okay.
So I'm like, you guys will need to sleep over.
Yeah.
Because it's too late to go to Ikorodu now. You understand? And I think that was when they were having the cult things in Ikorodu, so that people weren't traveling that late in Ikorodu. And so my friend, I think we got back. So I said, okay, what's going to happen? You guys get your stuff ready so that first thing in the morning, Baba will come and pick you up at about 6:30.
Okay.
Because Seriki needed to get home to the husband, and she had rang the husband and said, oh, this is what has happened. You know, we got Lagos, the flight was delayed by a few hours.
Yeah.
So we got back to Lagos late.
Susie,
Yeah.
this while it was still, you are just having fun with Ramota, you are just trying to bond with her, no string attached, except that you are spending your own money, your own hard-earned money.
I was spending it freely with no problems.
Exactly.
I was spending it happily. No problems. I've got no problem with that. Do you get me?
Exactly.
Now, I said to them, go and pack your stuff. We were all in the sitting room just chatting about Abuja and having a laugh. And I now said to them, Baba is coming in the morning. Go and pack your stuff so that when we wake up in the morning, you're not looking for stuff. So they both went into the bedroom. So when they both went into the bedroom, I was in the sitting room with my friend Tia because the house belongs to her. So we were talking, then I heard shouting. So I just got up, I went to the bedroom, and as I walked into the bedroom, I saw Ramota bending over the Ghana must go bag that she had, or was it a nylon bag? No, it was a nylon bag. She was bending over, looking, talking, and I just saw Seriki slap her on the back. I'm like, hold on a sec, what the heck are you doing? Are you bloody crazy? And she was like, oh, she was rude to me. I said, Seriki, are you mad? What do you mean by she was rude to you? She's 4 years older than you, just because she's smaller than you. How can you tell me she was rude to you?
And slap her.
I saw her drink in her bag, and I know it's your drink, and I was asking her why she stole your drink, and she was rude to me. That's why I slapped her. I said, no, Seriki, you are bloody out of order. You don't go around slapping people. She's not even your mate. She's older than you by 4 years. Why would you slap her? And apart from that, that drink belongs to her. No, she likes stealing too much. But she hasn't stolen anything. What do you mean by she likes stealing too much? What did she steal? It's her drink. She drank it halfway and she put it in the nylon bag. Just like she ate the suya halfway and she put the rest in the nylon bag because she said she was taking it home to her family.
Yeah.
That is the way Ramota is. So Ramota now started crying and she stormed out of the room and went and sat in the sitting room with Tia. And Tia now came and said, what is going on? And I now explained to Tia that Ramota Seriki just slapped her, bam, on the back. Even her size alone is scary because Ramota looks like a 5-year-old. Yeah. Can you imagine a 5-year-old receiving a full bam? God punish me if I'm lying. Tia is my witness. If you ask Ramota, she will tell you the same thing. You understand? So I'm like, because I now heard Seriki doing a show and saying, I slapped her on the hand. And next thing people were saying, oh, you only slapped her on the hand. But let me tell you something. Even if she slapped her on the hand,
on the finger,
Ramota is 4 years older than you. Just because she is little does not mean that you can harass her.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And apart from that, what you found in her bag, you were claiming that it belonged to me. Did you come and ask me if it belonged to me?
Yeah.
No. So, so my friend, in the end, you trust me, Adebimpe, I went crazy. You know me.
Yeah.
I went crazy, Oyibo style.
Yeah.
And was swearing and blah, blah, blah. Ramota was crying, so my friend had to settle the whole matter down.
Yeah.
And in the end, we had to tell Seriki that, you need to apologize to Ramota. Now, I will tell you, they were coming back the next day. Now, the reason why they were coming back the next day, where I am sitting now, because I'm in my friend's shop, my friend's son lives in Nigeria, and he wanted to do a musical video. He sings. So he wanted to do a musical video. So I now suggested that, why doesn't he do a musical video and have Auntie Ramota in the musical video now that we know that she can act? So I now spoke to my friend, and I spoke to my friend's son, Michael, who was only 20 at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, Mommy, that's a good idea. So I now said to Seriki, how much will you charge them? And she now said, how much did you guys pay in the end? Babe, 40-something thousand. So she now asked for 40-something thousand. No problem.
Okay.
You paid that money into her bank account, yeah? That money was paid straight into the bank account because don't forget, I was in Nigeria. They were in London.
Yeah.
So again, they have to come to the house. And this time, I was like, I will send the driver to come and get you. But because you guys are making 40,000, you guys need to pay your transport.
Exactly.
You understand? But this time around, they did not use
drop.
tax wheel. I noticed that they didn't use drop. Seriki, why did you not use drop? We were running late. The traffic was very bad. So we got to gather part of the way. And we got this part of the way. And in my head, I'm thinking, whoa. And usually I would pay 9K for that.
Yeah.
Wow. So they came. We did we done the thing in the flats. We did it.
Yeah.
We did the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we did the video, of course, the video belongs to Michael West.
Yeah.
Because that's the name of the artist. Yeah. So she does. So we have that. Everything is going on fine. When it's time for them to go, I call Baba to come and take them.
Yeah. Because it was late.
Baba comes to take them. Yeah. Baba takes them. Then a few days later, Seriki now calls me and says, Sister Susie, Ramota's father is very upset that you did not come and see him, that it's only the mother that you went to go and see.
Yeah.
Please, can you come and see the father? I said, okay, but what needs to happen? You could just give him small money. You don't have to give him that much.
Yeah.
I was like, okay then, no problem. When shall we go? So we arranged to go. So we went to go and see Ramota's dad. And when we got there, the whole family was there. There were about 10 of their siblings, the dad, the mum. Ramota was there waiting for us. Seriki waited on the road. So we got there and, we had fun. We had a lovely time.
Yeah.
We chatted. You understand?
Yeah.
The father made, a funny request, and of which I told him. When Seriki told me this request, I said to Seriki, hold on a sec, Seriki. Why are you telling me when I'm here that Ramota's dad is asking for this, that? Why didn't you answer him? It's not my business. By this time, we had a group where we were raising money to build, what do they call it? Basically, what happened was people started donating money and Seriki was building houses. And Seriki said, they've got some land. I think it's a good
Susie,
idea.
Okay, now, how did the group come into being? Then how did you know?
Seriki created the group. Seriki called me one day and said, Sister Susie, I want to create a group so that we can raise money to build the house because Ramota is getting money. Okay. And we can use the money to build a house.
For the family of Ramota. For the family of Ramota. Who's the mom?
For the mom. Because don't forget, Ramota lives with the mother.
Okay.
But not for the whole family, just for the mother and Ramota. It was going to be a 2-bedroom apartment where they could sell drinks because they already had a freezer that was raised the money was raised for the freezer, the bed by Aisha before Seriki even met Ramota.
Okay, that's Aisha Alubankudi.
Yes.
Okay.
So all these people that are like, Seriki raised money for her and this happened. No, Aisha.
Sorry, Susie. Whoever is Abiba Lasisi, I will block you because I don't want any derogatory comments on this show. We are just shedding light into what has happened. And Susie is trying to tell a story here. You have not listened to the story. You are jumping into conclusion. I will block you if you put another comment on this platform. Go ahead, Susie.
Wait, can I just say something here?
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to complain, what are you complaining about?
I don't know.
What is your problem? What is your issue? Are you that bored are you that frustrated with life that you feel the need to complain about something that doesn't really concern you?
Exactly.
Are you that bored? Are you that jobless? You know, if you don't want to hear it, take a walk.
Exactly.
If you want to hear it, we're doing it for a reason. Because the story is, Susie did this to Ramota. The story, Susie did that to Ramota. Susie's saying she did not do that to Ramota. If I have offended you as a person, if I've ever cheated or scammed you or offended you, come out and say it. But Ramota's story, you cannot tell because you were not there. So stop acting childish and immature and grow up. Sorry about that. I just had to put that across.
Yeah, Abibat Lasisi, you have entitlement to your opinion, but you listen to the story. Yeah. We have not reached anywhere. There is time for people to call in. This is part 1 of this show. In part 2, people can call in and say their opinion, but I want you to listen to Susie's story. How she met Ramota, how much she spent on her, how she linked her with people. The fact that you know somebody, you link them with people does not mean that you want to carry their responsibility on their head. And I will still get to the fact, if she had any relationship or she stood in between Ramota and Seriki, or she broke the trust between Ramota and Seriki, please can you give me some time to run this show as I really want to run it, because I want the truth to be told. And I want people to listen, and I want it to flow.
Joblessness can be a very bad thing.
All right, Susie, go ahead.
Now you're fighting the fight that doesn't concern you. Adebimpe, sorry.
So you went to see the mother. So you went to see the mother.
No, I went to see the father, sorry.
Oh, the father.
Seriki now took me to go and see the father.
All right.
And like I said, the father made some requests. And I said to Seriki, why is the dad asking me this and that? But at the end of the day, and Seriki said to me, the father asked me before you came, and I said that he should wait until you come. And I now said to Seriki, hold on a sec. The father asked you before I came, and you told the father that he should wait till I come, but you didn't ring me to say the father is asking for this and that, and you just dropped it on me like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
And apart from that, you need to tell the father that we are in a group where we are raising money. We are putting money together to build this house for Seriki. Seriki decided to raise the group and put us all in that group. So everybody knows what is going on. Anything that was going on was never a secret. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? There was anything I was spending, I was making a choice, a conscious choice to spend. Just like there were people in the group that were spending as well. And what we did in the group was, because we wanted to try and ensure that Seriki was not going to run away with Ramota's money, we started looking after Seriki as well.
Okay.
Now, like I said, when she needed 40K to repair her roof,
you gave it to her. Yeah.
41K. When she needed to do a borehole, when she needed to move house and she needed to do a borehole because she had a house that was not complete, she had a fight with the brother's wife and they chucked them out of the house and they had to move that day. My friend Kenny paid £250,000, £250 for her to build the borehole in her house.
Yeah.
People, I heard them saying on Suji's platform that Seriki brought a phone for Ramota. We provided the phone for Ramota. Okay. My friend Iwai provided a phone for Seriki. She gave her a phone, a phone and a tablet to help her do the work that she was doing with Ramota.
Exactly.
Yeah? Then, also, some people sent some jewelry to Ramota. Seriki went to go and pick it up in my friend's mother's house. Yeah?
Yeah.
My friend's mother was so pissed off because she said when Seriki opened the bag, Seriki was like, oh, this one won't fit Ramota. She took her daughter. Let me give it to my daughter in front of my friend's mother.
Okay.
Yeah? So, when people are talking, if you don't know it and you are really, but then, you know what? A lot of people are professional. They're quite local, so they don't really have a clue of how to conduct themselves.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. So if I see unruly people throwing abuse for no reason, that's all I can say about them.
Okay.
Frustration,
So,
local,
I'm going to stop you there. So what warranted the issue of Seriki moving away from Ramota, and what was your involvement in that bit of rift between them?
Okay. So now what happened was, now we're raising money. Money is being donated for Ramota. Now one day, people might remember Ramota doing a video with a lady in a shop in Lagos. So all of a sudden, Ramota went live with this woman in this shop. I think she has a lace shop in Idumota.
Okay.
Then I get a phone call from Seriki. She said, Susie, I'm very angry. I'm like, calm down, what is wrong? One lady has taken Ramota to Idumota to go and do free advertisement. Imagine, she hasn't even paid and she's doing free advertisement. I'm not finding this funny. I'm like, calm down now, calm down. Let Ramota come back, because I don't know why anybody should take Ramota anywhere. After I talk about this, let's talk about Ramota's schooling, yeah?
Okay.
Remind me to tell you about Ramota's schooling.
Okay.
I'm not happy, I don't like it all. No, I'm not going to agree to this. So when, and it's not their fault, it's Ramota I blame, because I'm sure she's the one that went to ask them to take her to Idumota. How dare they? I'm not having this.
Do you know the person that took her to Idumota?
Wait, hold on. Wait, Seriki doesn't know the person. Wait now.
Mm-hmm.
Seriki now went on social media and now blasted the lady.
Okay.
For taking Ramota to Idumota. So it died there. Seriki wrote a statement. You know how people are on Facebook. Seriki writes a statement, and next thing, all these people are cursing the woman, abusing the woman. They don't even know how Ramota got to Idumota. Okay. People keep on forgetting that Ramota is 44 years. Then she was 42.
Yeah.
She is 42.
Okay.
So she went to Idumota. Hey, her mom is not shouting that she went to Idumota. Her brother and sister are not shouting that she went to Idumota.
Okay.
You are shouting as the manager. So in the group, we now told her, oh yeah, you know what, just calm down, let's forget about it, let's just move on. It was just a trip.
Okay.
She's gone, she's come back, you understand? She's safe and sound. Because she was like, maybe they would kidnap her, blah, 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 blah. So then, after about a week, she was like, oh, let me go and visit Ramota.
Okay.
She said she was going to visit her. So she now went to go and visit Ramota.
Yeah.
When she now got there, not knowing that this woman that
took Ramota
this woman that took Ramota to Idumota was now upset.
Okay.
With what
Seriki has done.
Seriki had written on Facebook.
Okay.
And she had now told the area boys, because where Ramota lives is quite rough, that is true.
Okay.
And she had now told them that, if you see the manager, come and call me.
Okay.
Seriki now entered the house, and when they saw manager today, they now ran and told the woman. The woman now came with one man, and they now beat Seriki.
Okay.
And Ramota ran away.
Okay.
She now called us. She even called me crying. Hey, they have just beaten me. What happened? And Ramota ran away. I would never talk to Ramota. Can you believe she ran away when they beat me?
So she sees you. Okay. She sees you as a source of support.
Well, she was calling me 24/7. Unless I'm lying.
Exactly.
You understand? Unless I'm lying, we were talking practically every day. Anything happens, she will call me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I now said to her, okay, calm down. What has gone on? She now said, they beat her, they scratched her, one man and woman. We're like, you know what? Let's go to the group. We're gonna deal with this. We're gonna deal with it. Okay. And Ramota ran away. So we now took it to the group. The group now said, hold on a sec. You are trying to help Ramota here.
Yeah.
no, maybe you shouldn't work with her again. Just leave her. Just don't work with her again. There's no need.
Okay.
If it's going to put your life at risk,
Okay.
just that you are not being paid for.
Exactly.
You understand? Now, by this time, guys, all I will say to you is we were raising money within the group. There was a man, Seriki had taken Ramota to some places.
Sorry. The money that you were raising within the group, where was it going?
Yes.
Was it going into your own accounts here in the UK?
No. Can I just say this very clearly?
Yeah.
No money has gone into my account for Ramota that I can remember. And if any money did, it would have been paid straight to Seriki.
Okay.
You understand? No money. Ramota had 2 bank accounts. Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't remember. No, because we were paying it direct.
Okay.
The money was
Who
being
are
paid
the people
direct.
in this group? Who are the people in this group? Are
Okay.
they your friends? Are they Ramota's friends? Are they...
No, some of them were my friends,
Okay.
and some of them were friends, people that had given Seriki money for Ramota before.
Okay.
So she kind of focused on people that she knew she could get money out of.
Okay.
And I know this because I will explain how comes I know this, because
All right.
she told me this personally. Yeah.
Okay.
So there were people that she could get money out of, because we had one group and she closed that group down because there was an argument going on. And so
Okay.
this is how we opened another group. You understand?
You opened another group, or Seriki opened another group?
Seriki opened another group.
Okay.
She opened another. I did not. Can I say I did not open any groups? I did not open any
I just
groups
want that to be
Ramota.
clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing I opened when I came back from Nigeria was a GoFundMe for Ramota.
Okay.
And that GoFundMe, it was only open for a few hours.
And how much did you make?
Only £30.
£30.
It was only for a few hours, yeah. And that money, I will mark it on the statement. It was sent to Seriki in Nigeria. And
why was it, Susie? Why was it for one day when you can go on for weeks or for days?
Because Seriki now met a guy who promised her heaven and hell for Seriki, and that guy now told her that.
Seriki met a guy who promised her.
I don't want to mention his name.
No, don't mention his name. Who promised her heaven and earth for who? For Seriki herself or for Ramota?
No, for Ramota to sign a contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Seriki now said, "Oh, can I close the GoFundMe?" I closed the GoFundMe. The money was sent to Ramota. The receipt, to Seriki, to the first bank, it was sent to the account. And when the money was sent to the account, a screenshot was put in the group to say, GoFundMe is closed though. The money has been sent, and Seriki acknowledged receiving the money in the group.
Okay, sorry. So let me just recreate that area. So GoFundMe was opened just for a few hours. The amount of money that was in the GoFundMe was £30 sterling.
Yes,
and
pounds.
The GoFundMe was closed because Seriki met somebody that promised them to do something for Ramota, and he doesn't want it to go through GoFundMe because he wants to do it all by himself, and so the GoFundMe was closed.
I don't know what their agreement was, but he was basically taking over Ramota from Seriki, basically.
All right. So the GoFundMe was closed, and it was only £30 sterling that was raised. It was screenshot put on the your group, and the £30 was sent directly into the account of
the first bank,
First Bank of Ramota.
Yes, and you can see the deposit there.
Okay.
You can see the deposit there.
All right.
So don't forget, we have now told Seriki, okay, don't work with Ramota anymore. It's going to put your life at risk.
Okay.
You understand?
The group decided. It wasn't you or the group.
It wasn't my decision, no. It was a joint decision in the group.
Okay.
Yeah? And I was even opposed to it because I was trying to say to these people, what did you want Ramota to do now? Ramota that is the age, that is the size of a 5-year-old. Supposing they slapped her and she went flying. I don't expect her to hang around.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised that she ran away. You understand?
Yeah.
But everybody was like, no, we can't put her life at risk like that, blah, blah, blah. So Seriki said that she wasn't working with Ramota anymore.
Okay.
Yeah? So now, a few weeks later, by this time, we've sent, now let me tell you, in the bank account, there was 1.2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.2 million naira in the bank
sorry,
account.
I didn't ask you. Who were the signatories to the account? Were you a signatory to the account at any point in time?
No, the bank it's First Bank Nigeria now.
I know, but I'm just asking.
No. Seriki and Ramota. I don't know whether Ramota used fingerprints, because you know Ramota cannot write.
I know.
Yeah, so it was Seriki and Ramota. The alerts were going to Seriki's phone.
Okay.
Yeah, because she told me that the alerts were going to her phone.
Okay.
And you know what? If she wants to deny it, the bank is there. We can go and get the information.
Okay.
And you can see what number is on the bank account.
Okay.
You understand? So now, let's see. So where are we? We've jumped a bit. So I've gone to see the parents. I gave them a few pennies, nothing much. You know, we sat down, we had a laugh, we had a good talk. You understand?
You are talking about issue of 1.2 million or something like that.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the signatory to the account was Seriki, and inside that bank account, at one point, that bank account accumulated 1.2 million naira.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had no access to that bank.
Okay.
I only heard about it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll explain how I heard about it.
Okay. So, okay, Mayowa, thank you. Now, the 1.2 that was in the account, where is the money as of today? Because, and then, what is your involvement in Seriki not being the manager of Ramota? Because at a stage, they said, in quote, that you came online and said, our younger sister, Ramota's younger sister will now be a manager. Why did you take that decision, or what led to that decision? Because people are now saying you are the one that broke, let me use their language, that the bond between Seriki and Ramota, and that you are the cause why Seriki left Ramota. That is the reason why this Buhaha is on.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say, also, don't forget,
I'm not going to shake my head anymore.
No, after they separated ways, some woman came with some Ambode contract that she wanted to use Ramota for. And Seriki now came to the group. Change of plan. I'm going to take Ramota back because there's this Ambode contract and they're going to pay 15 million naira. But first of all, they will pay 15,000 naira. They will first pay 15,000 naira. And by this time, Seriki had got another Ramota who was suffering from Down syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah? So she now took Ramota back. Yeah?
Okay.
So everything now became fine. This was after the beating and everything. Yeah?
All right.
So, and also, can I point out that with the house, we know how much we spent on the house, because it won't be right of me to lie about money. We spent, I think somebody did the calculation in the group, and out of the 1.2 million that was in the bank, 365,000 went on the building, because somebody gave Ramota free gravel, free bricks, and free water and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So out of the 1.2 million, 365,000 did go on the house. Yeah.
So that means the account should have something like 875 or something like that.
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
It should.
Okay.
So now what happened was, at some point, Seriki now came to the group. So somebody else is now, there's a contract with Ramota. No one's allowed to have contact with Ramota because she has a new management. And we're like, fine, so long as they are doing well. Yeah?
Who was the new management? Who was the new manager?
I don't want to mention that now. I might mention it later, but I have to tell the story as well, yeah?
Okay,
so
no
we'll
problem.
do that later, yeah?
Okay.
So now, all of a sudden, in the group, we get a message. Seriki is not well. So one of the girls in the group, so I wasn't talking, I wasn't talking to Seriki anymore, and because I don't talk to Seriki, that means I can't talk to Ramota.
Yeah.
Because Ramota doesn't have a phone. And the reason why she doesn't have a phone is they've given her so many phones. She either loses them or breaks them.
Okay.
And, she's got very, very, her hands are deformed, so her hands are very small.
Yeah.
So then Kenny, my friend Kenny, who is in the group as well.
I know Kenny.
I
said I know her. Go ahead.
You know my friend Kenny that was in the group?
Yeah. Is it not the one that came to my hotel room the other time? No.
No. That's Simi. No. Okay. Kemi lives in London.
All right.
So Kemi now sent me a message and said, Susie, I know you're quite pissed off with Seriki because of the way that she has behaved, but you know what? She has a heart problem. We need to rally around and make sure she's okay. Huh?
I just said, oh my God, because of the heart problem that I had.
Yeah. So I said, okay. So I went to, she said, you know what, Susie? I know you're upset with her, but just go there and just say, how are you? Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
So I was like, okay, then. So I just went to the girl. I said, Seriki, how are you? So she said, I don't know what is wrong. They said that I should go somewhere in Ogun State to go and do some heart monitor thing. They're not sure what is wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. And then someone in the group now asked her, how much is it going to cost? And she gave us a costing, and we now decided that we were all going to donate some money. We didn't need to, I think we all donated something like 5,000, 6,000 naira each, because there was about 11, 12, 13 of us in the group.
Okay.
And she only needed about like 6, 7, just needed 29,000 or something like that.
All right.
Yeah, so I think I gave 5,000 or 6,000, but she got more than she needed anyway. So we donated that. Then, okay, now I need to talk about this London trip that the whole
world, that the whole world is talking about. So what warranted the London trip? Why did you promise her that you're going to bring her to London?
Wait, hold on a sec. Can I, Bimpe, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can the person that heard me say I am bringing Ramota to London come out, please? Not the person that heard it from Serikio. The person that heard it from Ramota, please, can that person stand up and say, I heard Susie say she is bringing Ramota to London? Please. That's all I beg the person to do.
So what you are telling me now is that you never said that you are bringing her to London.
I never said it publicly.
Okay.
There was a plan to bring her to London, and I will explain that to you.
Okay.
But it wasn't me that was financing her trip to London.
All right.
So basically, what happened was, when we were in Abuja, the same Abuja, when we went to Makodi, we were on a live video. And somebody came on the live video, and I know the person one-on-one, and he said to me, Susie, please, I want to bring Ramota to London for a holiday.
Okay. Holiday. Not to
So
come and live there permanently?
To come and live to do what? Now you won't feed her. Adebimpe.
I'm just asking. That is what the public wants to know. Is it holiday or to come and live there permanently?
It was always going to be a holiday.
Okay.
That was the plan, yeah?
Okay.
So I said, Seriki saw it, we all saw it, so we agreed with the guy. So I said to the guy, I'm still in Nigeria. I spoke to Seriki, and Seriki agreed that when I get to London, I should link up with the guy.
Okay.
So I said, no problem, and I said to the guy, I will link up with you when I get to London.
All right.
So, and the group were aware of this as well.
Okay.
So when I got to London, I sent the guy a message, and the guy said, that we should meet up. So I said, okay. So I went to go and meet the guy in a restaurant in Tommy's Kitchen in Deptford, and we sat down. And he said, I deal with artists and celebrities. I get them visas and bring them to
UK.
London for shows. I would love to bring Ramota just for a treat. I don't want to do anything with her.
Yeah.
I just want to bring her for a treat, for her to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So I now said to him that, okay, she has a manager, so we need to talk to the manager. No, by this time I apologize. I had spoken to Seriki, and Seriki told me that if Ramota is coming to London, she has to come with her. Ramota cannot come to London by herself.
Okay.
She will not allow that, but she has to be part of the process.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I would tell the man that this is the case. So when I met with him, I said to him, well, uncle, I've spoken to the manager. The manager is fine. He was going to provide the visa because he has a license that he uses, and he gets a certain number of licenses every year, and he wanted to give one to Ramota.
Okay.
So I now said to him, if Ramota is coming, her manager has to come as well.
Okay.
So at first he was like, my licenses are limited. So I said, but it would be hard for her to come without the manager. The manager would not allow her.
Has she gotten the passport at this stage? Did the man pay for the passport?
No, I paid for the passport.
Okay.
Yeah, the man is no. So I said to Uncle, I said, okay. He said, I'm only funding Ramota. I'm giving her visa. I'm buying her ticket. You guys will be in charge of her feeding. And in the group, we had decided that, okay, we're going to all put money together so we can get her a hotel to stay in. We're not going to take her home.
So in a nutshell, that is why Ramota did not come, because Uncle cannot finance the manager.
No.
Uncle cannot buy the ticket of the manager.
No.
Uncle cannot.
No, that's not what happened. No, that's not what happened.
What happened?
No, that's not what happened. So basically, when I told him, he now told me that, he only wanted to use one visa, but he will finance Ramota's one as promised, but we need to finance Seriki's one.
Okay.
But he will give her the visa. Okay. So I said, okay, I can't make that decision. We have a group. Let me go back to the group. So I went back to the group and I spoke to Kenny. Now, Kenny was very close to Seriki, like within the group. She would have been the closest person to Seriki, took her like a mom. So I called Kenny and I said, Kenny, I don't want to have this discussion by myself.
Yeah.
I'm with Uncle at the moment. Let me put the phone on speak. This is what Uncle is saying. So Kenny now said, okay, that's fine, because you know what we can do? Maybe it's to buy a ticket and they will stay in the same accommodation. We in the group can raise the money so long as we get the visa.
Yeah.
So Uncle now said, yes, that is fine. He was happy to provide the visa. So we now had an agreement that he would pay for Ramota all the way, and we would pay for her accommodation. Now,
and then you guys, then you guys will also pay for Seriki.
We will pay for Seriki, and we'll pay for their feeding. And what we do when she comes, they will be in the hotel, so we'll all be going to see them at different times because we all have jobs as well. You understand?
Exactly.
And we can make other plans. So. So I was like, okay, let's take that to the group so everybody knows. Mm-hmm. So we took it back to the group. Everybody was happy with that. Seriki was happy with that. Then she now signed this contract. So when she now signed this contract, she now called me and said, oh, Sister Susie, I don't think the London trip that you were arranging can happen again because the person that is signing contract wants to do something will bring Ramota to London himself. So I was like, okay.
No,
so
can you please explain that area again? The person that signed.
Seriki told me that the London trip that we were arranging, that we need to cancel it because the person that she has signed a contract with for Ramota is going to do all that.
Okay, so you don't need that uncle in London anymore.
So they don't need that uncle in London anymore.
Okay.
That was how we cancelled that.
I hope everybody heard that because they were saying, oh, she promised to bring her to London. She didn't bring her to London. She came into her life. She spoiled her dream. So this is what had happened. It was Seriki herself that cancelled that trip.
Wait, hold on. It hasn't ended there, Winkle. Also, we agreed that we wouldn't tell Ramota that we were planning to bring her to London until we had finalized all the arrangements. Yeah. Because if we do that, she will go and tell everybody in the market that she's going to London.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we said that we weren't going to tell her, but we told her father, and her father, we got permission from the father, and the father gave us permission.
Okay.
Yeah. But let me talk about that. So all that happened. Then she fell sick. So I now said to Seriki, at some point, when she fell sick and we started talking again, I now said to Seriki, Seriki, you see, now, if you are taking up that London offer from that man, let's say you come London, half they pay you, we could just rush you, go A&E, they go do tests, we go know what they do you.
Yes.
Now you are worried, you don't know what is wrong with you. Your tests have come through, they said everything is fine, and you are still worried. if to say you took up that offer, next thing Terry said, okay. No, actually, no, we'll come. Can we start it again, please, Sister Susie? I said, well, that decision is not mine. I have to talk to the man, because I didn't tell him what was going on.
Yeah.
All I told him was that, there's a lot going on in Ramota's family at the moment. Can we put the thing on hold?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, at least I told him that, so I'll tell him that you are ready again.
Yeah.
But you know what? I put my hands up 100%. I was sly here. Because at this point, don't forget, we started having these issues, and I was wondering about the MOD, the MOU that was done, and I've never seen a copy of it, even though I paid for it.
Okay.
So I said to her, okay, before, if the man is bringing yourself and Ramota to London because he's providing the visa, you would need to see a copy of the contract that you have with Ramota.
Okay.
So he knows what your responsibility is. So she was like, okay, Sister Susie, I'll send it to you. And within 5 minutes, she sent it to me. So when she now sent it to me, she now read it for the first time. And I saw that this woman, her husband, was the second signature, was a witness.
Okay.
And she was now saying that out of Ramota's work, Ramota would take 60% and she would take 40% of any work that she gets for Ramota.
Okay.
But don't forget, in between this time, we could talk of 3 jobs that Ramota has had. Head tie, 10,000 naira. The film, the music video that she did for my friend's son, 40-something thousand.
Yeah.
And this embodied job, which was 15,000. Apparently, the 2 million was on its way, but they paid 15 million to begin with.
They paid 15,000.
Okay.
They paid 15,000. Don't say 15 million.
Apparently, this is what she told me. I think they did. I think it's in the. I will show you the bank statement. I have the bank statement.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
So, yeah. So I said. So I read it, and I was like, 40%. You won't kill person. So I actually called Seriki. I was like, Seriki, 40% care. How are you going to collect 40% from Ramota money? No, Sister Susie, she's even lucky because I was going to collect 60-40. I was like, but you're not the one doing the work now. She said, no, but I'm the manager. I'm the one doing the wahala to get the work. I said, yes, but being a manager, you take like 20%, and as a manager, you get other clients. You don't take all the money from one person. So out of all the money that you guys have collected, so she got 40 plus, you collected 40%. She got 10,000, you collected 40, you collected 4,000. The 15,000, it's a lot. No. So that's how we do it in Nigeria. Anyway, MOU has been signed since February. Tell me when you're ready, yeah?
Exactly.
MOU has been signed since February, so what can I say? I can't say nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay. So I now went back to Uncle and said to him, well, I managed to get a copy of the UMO. I haven't seen it since, but I showed it to him. So he was like, okay then, no problem. All systems go. I was like, okay, I don't think they have passports, and he's like, well, Susie, if they haven't got passports, you're going to have to be responsible for that.
Okay.
I'm like, okay then, all right then. I'm going to Nigeria. So I was about going to Nigeria. So I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do, Uncle? When I go to Nigeria, I will get the passports for them. How much are the passports? They said 30-something K, but if I use fast track, we have someone that would do it, so we'll use that person.
Okay.
45,000. I said, okay, I will get for both of them. So that's what we decided to do. So I was coming to Nigeria, yeah?
Yeah.
Which of your questions has that answered? Sorry.
Yeah, I want to know why the UK trip was stopped.
It didn't work. Yeah, why it was stopped. Okay. So I now told her I was coming to Nigeria in when did I go to Nigeria? August, wasn't it? So I was going to Nigeria in the August. Don't forget, I was there in the April, so I was coming back in the August. And I said, when I come to Nigeria, my friend is doing a movie, Tia. And I've been begging her to give Ramota a part.
Okay.
Ogogo is going to direct the movie, and we'll give Ramota a part, and she'll get paid for being... No, I wanted to give her the whole movie, actually. I said I will finance it. I said, this is my present to Ramota.
Okay.
Since Uncle Jide, all of them in Yoruba Nollywood have told me that they know her, that she can act, and me, I know that she's a good actor. let's do a film, let's create a film, and maybe that will get her back on her feet with something to do.
Okay.
Because, you know, we milled around thinking of different things that Ramota could do, and we couldn't think of anything that she could not do without the assistance of her mom. You understand?
Okay.
And that decided on a movie.
You are breaking up.
Before.
You are breaking up.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
This was decided before Seriki had signed this contract with this other person. They had told me, okay, this is how much the movie will cost. I said, no problem, I will pay for it.
Okay.
And I told Seriki, hand on my heart, God punish me if I'm lying. I am just doing this for you guys. That is my present to you.
Okay.
Yeah? And you guys will now have to market whatever proceeds you make out of the movie. Those are your proceeds. You use them well. Maybe you start doing a series with Ramota.
Okay.
You understand? That was the plan. As soon as she signed that contract, she now told me, Sister Susie, we have to forget about the movie. This other person is going to do that with her. I'm like, okay. Now, between me and you, we had already paid Ogogo for the movie.
Okay.
You understand? Now, we can't get our money back, right?
Yeah.
So I said to my friend, what are we going to do? Because we can't get our money back. Because how can we give somebody money, thousands, and then go to them, can we have our money back? But even you know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm not saying, we didn't ask Ogogo for the money. My friend just told me that we can't ask Ogogo for the money back. But what we have to do is, say we're all going to Nigeria, let's go and do a movie ourselves.
Okay.
The two of us will do the movie. Since you are paying for it, exactly. I will pay and we will share the movie. And so I said, okay, this will be exciting. I mean, we can't get our money back, can we?
Yeah.
So we decided to do a movie ourselves.
Yeah.
So we went to Nigeria with the aim of doing the movie. And then this heart condition thing happened. And then I started talking to Seriki again. And then I now said to Seriki, you know what? We'll give Ramota a small part in the movie because she's a popular person. The movie will, and we'll pay her 50,000 naira. So Seriki said that she will go and talk to Ramota's father. I said, okay, no problem. So she now came back and said to me that she spoke to Ramota's father, and Ramota's father said, no, he doesn't want Ramota to do any movie. That it's only the London trip that he's waiting for.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay then, all right then. So now we come to Nigeria. We're on set, and I was chatting with Ogogo and Auntie Fali Wakwa on two different occasions. So the first I was talking to Ogogo, and I told Ogogo was like, so why is Ramota not here? And I said, that the manager said that the father said no, that she can't do the movie. So Ogogo now said to me, that is very strange, you know. Which family would turn down 50,000? I find that very hard to believe.
Okay.
I find that very hard to believe. I said, well, that's what she said, and I haven't even seen them. I will see them when we're finished, because we actually did two movies, and I will see them after we're finished all the movie shooting.
Okay.
So then, one day, we were now sat in the house. I think we were in one of the hotels with Auntie Fali Wakwa, and that statement came up again. And Auntie Fali was like, 50,000, are you for real? Nah, something is not right. How can a family turn down 50,000? But by this time, it was too late because we had started the movie.
All right.
Then, I think I'd been in Lagos I'd been in Ikorodu for about 4 days. We were on set. We went on set the next day that I arrived. So let's say I arrived in Nigeria about 4 p.m. on Tuesday. Wednesday morning, Tia was like, Susie, we are up. We left the house at 7 o'clock and we headed to Ikorodu to go on set.
All right.
You understand? Because we were doing two movies at that time. So I did not contact them. But before I left London, I told them that I was coming.
Okay.
Yeah? I told them I was coming. And then a lot of my friends will remember that I forgot my phone in a taxi in Brussels because I had a stopover.
Okay.
And I slept over and I forgot my phone in the taxi in Brussels.
So they must have been trying to contact you too.
They might have been, I don't know, because my WhatsApp is no longer available. You understand? I was just lucky that I had my second phone that I was going to use as my Nigerian phone.
Okay.
So when I got to Nigeria, I did a SIM card. But where we were on set, we just went set. I didn't contact them at all.
Okay.
Then on one day now, I got a message on my Facebook from Ramota's sister and was like, oh, hi, Sister Susie. Somebody just sent me a link because, as people know, I used to be queen of doing live videos. I don't do as many lives as I used to do. You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, Sister Susie, somebody just sent me your live video that you are in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Can we come and visit you?
Okay.
So I read the message, and I don't know where I was, but I didn't respond to it straight away. And I was like, then I thought about it, and then I thought, let me send Seriki a message, because Nigerians, you don't know what game they're playing.
Yeah.
Let me send Seriki a message and tell her that Ramota's sister has contacted me.
Okay.
I now sent her a message. I now called her. I said, Seriki. No,
With
what
Messenger.
happened before that? Yeah, on the Saturday, Seriki called me on the Saturday. Sister Susie, somebody has kidnapped Auntie Ramota. I said, are you serious? What do you mean by somebody has kidnapped her? I don't know where she is, though. She's disappeared, though. She has gone. I can't find her. I said, what do you mean? Who would have kidnapped her? Because Auntie Ramota is not the type of person that you will grab and she will just keep quiet.
Yeah.
And what are they kidnapping her for? What do they want to do with her? It's not like she comes from a rich family. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So I was worried now, but I was going on set. So my friend Tia was like, Susie, go on set. I'll monitor the phone.
Okay.
So I had to go on set to do my scene. Then when I came down, I said, have they rang? No, they haven't rang. So I said, I think we were talking. I said, let me ring to check. I now rang Seriki. Seriki, have you heard? Seriki, Sister Susie, sorry, don't be upset. I've just been to her house. She's fine. I'm just coming back.
Okay.
I said, hold on a sec, Seriki. You called me to tell me that they've kidnapped Ramota. You don't call me to tell me that you guys have found her, that her phone actually died in the market, that all you heard was a whole load of noise. You should have called me. So why put my mind on, why get my heartbeat raised like that, being scared over nothing? Okay, she said she was sorry. I said, no problem. This was on a Saturday. The following Thursday, I still hadn't contacted them, but I had made arrangements to get their passport, because don't forget, now Seriki is expecting me to come to do passports for her and Ramota, which I promised them I would do, which I was still going ahead with.
Yeah.
What you didn't know was what arrangements I had in place, because I didn't talk to her. I didn't discuss anything with her. I wasn't sure. I was rushing around doing so much stuff. But I had already made the arrangements. I had the person that was doing the passport. They were doing same-day passport for me. I was paying $45,000 each for each passport. Yeah? That was the arrangement we had on Grab.
Yeah.
So on the Thursday, we were in the house, which I think was one of the first days we had to rest. And I called Seriki. I hadn't spoken to her since that Saturday. I said, Seriki, sorry, I have been so busy. I said, anyway, Ramota's sister sent me a message. I haven't replied her yet because I wanted to check with you. Lord have mercy. If you know the barrage of abuse I received from Seriki, how dare you contact the sister? What do you want to do with the family? You have no business with Ramota outside of me. Why should you? I have the recording. I think I need to find out. You heard it, didn't you? Remember I played it. I played it on Facebook now. What do you have with the family? What is your business? I now have a lawyer. How dare you? And I'm like, Seriki, are you mad? I only called you to tell you that the sister called me out of respect. I haven't even called the sister back, and you are now insulting me. What is that about? Are you mad? No, Sister Susie, I have to get the police involved. I now have a committee. I now have a lawyer. I now said to her, come. Who paid for that lawyer? Am I not the one that paid for the lawyer? I have a lawyer. I have to listen. You know what? I think I argued with her for about 5 minutes, and then I just banged the phone down. I was like, fuck you. Okay. Are you mad? Are you sick? What is that about? I'm actually calling you to tell you that Ramota's sister contacted me, and you are now insulting me and accusing me of stuff. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. You understand? So I now said to my friend Tia, I now said to say, you know what? Damn her. Let me send a message to the sister. I haven't replied her. She sent me a message 4 days ago. I said
so that was how you contacted the sister anyway? So you contacted the sister?
I just sent a message to the sister. I said, hi, how are you? Yes, I'm in Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. Oh, can we come and see you? I said, yeah, if you want to come and see me, you can come and see me. And that is how she now brought Ramota to come and with Ramota. They now came to meet us in the house.
Okay.
So when we were in the house now, we have a lady that was going to cook for us, and it was like, oh, you know, we're trying to get hold of this lady. She's meant to be coming to cook for us. Then my mom said to me, Susie, why are you getting someone? I will cook for you now. I said, but we haven't got the ingredients. So, no, I will go to the market. I said, but how will you take Ramota to the market with you? And you know the reason why I said that to her?
Yeah.
Because Sarah will never, ever leave Ramota beside you for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I said, how will you take Ramota to the market? Oh, no, I will leave her here. I said, you will leave her here, okay? Sarah doesn't like her. No, Susie. Let me go to the market. That was how my mom went to the market, came back, cooked for the whole house. You understand?
Yeah.
And that was how the conversation. Now, I now told her what happened with Seriki. And she was like, I don't understand what the meaning of that is. That, whenever she comes to take Ramota out, we don't get involved. The first time, she went to see her father and she told her father that she wants to do some work with Auntie Ramota and she will help raise money. My father said, okay. Since then, she has not seen my father again until the day that she brought you to come and see my father.
Okay.
He hasn't spoken to them. So then I said to her, so what about the contract? She's like, which contract? I said, but your mom and Ramota put fingerprint on the contract. We don't know nothing about a contract. Okay. You don't know that Seriki has signed a contract with Ramota. She said no. I think Auntie Fanny Waka was there that day. I remember Auntie Fanny put her hands on her head. So I was like, oh dear.
So all this while that Seriki was involved with her, like during the contract and everything, the family did not know about it. Is that what you are trying to say?
No. The father was not aware. And the father is the literate person. Okay. The mother was aware because it was later on when we went to the house that the mother now told us that Seriki gave her 10,000 naira the day they signed the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And the mother didn't tell anyone that she had collected 10,000 naira from Seriki.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
So we were like, at this point, wait now, let me tell you now what happened.
Okay.
So I don't think Naimot didn't know about the contract. I was like, oh, so how does I was talking about the contract. So I was like, I don't know nothing about a contract. Which contract? I was like, well, your mom and thingy, but my phone, I left my phone in Nigeria. I had it on my phone, so I can't access it to show it to you. Okay. So she was like, so she now called Seriki, and she now said to Seriki, you signed a contract with Ramota. So Seriki said, yeah, your mom signed it, and I gave your mom 10,000 pounds. But you
10,000 naira, 10,000 naira.
10,000 naira, sorry, 10,000 naira, sorry. And you know that our mom doesn't understand English. At least anything you're doing with Ramota, you're meant to speak to me who speaks English.
Yeah.
Or you're meant to speak to the father.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like when you wanted to start work, you went to the father.
Yeah.
So Seriki was like, I could hear her. She didn't know that Naimot was with me at the time.
Yeah.
You understand? When we were there, we were all eating, we were just having a laugh and just that. And next thing, the phone rang.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Ramota's dad.
Yeah.
Seriki just came and gave me a contract, but she said that she signed with Ramota some time ago. And the sister now said, she came to give it to you, Ke. And I called her to ask her about the contract. And she was and I asked her why she didn't give it to you. So I don't know why she's just come to give it to you now. And if you know where they live and the time that she went there, you would never expect anyone to leave her house at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to go to Ramota's father's village because of how far it is and how bad the road is.
Okay.
So I think the father.
Let me just stop us at that stage, and then and then we can continue tomorrow. Yes. So that we have a good baseline to start tomorrow. What I want to let people know is that once somebody comes into your life and that person is trying to bring you into limelight, different things will happen. Even if a member of your family is not in your life at that point in time, people want to come into your life so that they can have either positive or negative impact in that person's life. People online are saying, yeah, but our father is not part of our life. Our father is still our father. And
wait, hold on a sec. If her father, you see how people talk how you just have to laugh when people talk.
Yeah.
If her father is not part of her life, why did Seriki go and meet the father the first time she wanted to work with Ramota?
Exactly.
And why did she take me to go and see the father?
So people should know that consent is very, very, very important, especially for people that lacks capacity, informed information.
Disability.
People with learning disability, you have to get consent from their parents, whatever you want to do with them. So even the father, we know in Nigeria that the father, like if she wants to travel abroad, the father must really have an impact in it, and that is what everybody is trying to do. We're going to continue the show tomorrow, and Susie will start from where she stopped, because I'm trying to let the whole world knows what happened. So everybody
to know.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to hear Ramota's story, but people want to hear it.
Exactly. So if you want to hear it, you want to hear it, but it's not as if somebody came into her life, destroy her dream or something, or Susie is trying to tell her story, and then it's for you to judge. It's for anybody to have their own opinion about whatever she has said. We are going to continue the show tomorrow at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to come online at 12 o'clock.
I can't do 12 in the afternoon. I just realized.
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere between 10 and 12 and 5.
Okay.
Can we do it at 7 o'clock?
We can do it earlier.
What time is earlier? Because I'm not driving. I'm going to take the train, and I'm going to be coming from Twickenham.
Okay. Anyway, we'll fix a time tomorrow. Whenever we come online, people that are interested in it will come online at that point in time. You understand? It might be late in the night, but we'll still come online tomorrow and come and shed more light onto this story, because it's not nice for people to be dragging other people's name all over the mud and everything. So we're going to continue.
Can I just say something? Let me tell you something. This has nothing to do about Ramota.
Okay.
Because why are you plucking awareness, plucking Ramota out of the sky? Mm-hmm. This is about Olubori. And you know what? If you don't like us talking about Olubori, then you need to go and park, because we know the victims of Olubori.
So don't worry about that. Let's just wrap up. Tomorrow we're going to tell you the reason behind the abroad, the London trip or the UK team trip, that it was not, the trip did not come. How Seriki left Ramota, and everything will come to light. So you've had the background story now, how Susie came to work or to know them as a friend, and she was involved in other things.
We were part of a group.
Yeah, and she was a part, and she was a part of the group, and how everything come. I just want to let Susie tell her own story, and she's going to continue from there tomorrow. So everybody,
people telling my story that they don't know.
Yes, and how we're going to help her. At the end of the day, we are still going to help Ramota.
Wait, can I say something? Wait, I have an issue with that. Can I just say what the issue is?
Yeah.
Who has now said that Ramota needs help?
Anyway. So anyway, whatever.
Can I just say this? Because I spoke to Ramota's sister yesterday.
Okay.
Ramota's sister rings me all the time. And at no point during the conversation did she say, I need people to help Ramota. Can I just say...
people don't need her, the fact that she's not the only one that has learning disability in the whole of Nigeria. There are so many people...
No, but she doesn't need it. Wait, can I just say, people see Ramota in the market. Yes, Ramota roams the market because Ramota doesn't have anything to do. Because of her disability, it's hard for her to do anything. So Ramota hangs with friends. She hangs around with friends.
What about the house in which I really want us to talk properly about this issue. That is why I want to postpone it.
Well, you know what? When it comes to the house, you can't go, because we left it there. We can only go through Ramota's family to talk about the house, through the mother, or not through the mother, because the mother doesn't speak English. So through the father or through one of the sisters. So invariably,
you are not the one that said, Seriki, move away. Did she move away on her own volition?
No, Seriki had a fallout. That is another long story.
Exactly. So that is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow.
One morning, Seriki had an argument with Ramota's father, because Seriki set up some lady to ring and pretend that she was part of child services and ring the father and say, I want to know why you are stopping Seriki from working with Ramota. We are concerned about this.
Okay, so that is where we are going to, Susie, that is where we are going to start tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
That is where we are going to start tomorrow. So thank you everybody for joining in. It's Adebimpe Alasoadura.
I will send you the voice notes.
Okay. I'm not taking, so I just want Susie, because she's my friend. She's my friend, to say her own story. And she loves to say it on a platform that is devoid of anger.
Exactly.
And is devoid of...
I am too happy a person to deal with.
Yeah, so she just wants to say it
anyone cursing me,
on a platform that is devoid of anger and of unwarranted intentions or trying to drag somebody's name into the mud.
What is not? Trying to create funny stories.
Yeah,
about what
so
they know
nothing about. So, and to whip public sympathy. So, and we are sensitizing people here about a friend. Susie is my friend. She's telling her story, and we continue there tomorrow.
And Ramota, let me tell you, can I say?
Yeah.
Ramota is a lovely, lovely person.
And Ramota is a lovely, lovely person. I haven't met her. So we'll start there tomorrow. Tomorrow, it might be later in the night, but the story, the truth behind Susie Retty's involvement with her will still be told tomorrow. And then we might conclude it, or we will still go ahead. But people will still, she wants to say it on a platform that is devoid of anger and of any evil intention. So that is it. My name is Adebimpe Alasoadura. I remain your own. Stay blessed. God bless you. I have to run to work. That is the reason why we can continue. Thank you, and God bless you. Okay, Susie, God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, then. Bye for now. So thank you, Susie, for coming, and thanks for everybody for joining us. This is a platform that is devoid of fracas. I'm just interviewing my friend, her involvement with the issue of Ramota, and it is left for anybody to help or to do anything with. When she said, when she will finish our own story, maybe we conclude it tomorrow or not. But the bone of contention is that I want you to hear her story, and then everybody can form their own opinion. Duduke, thank you very much. God bless you. Love you, loads, and bye for now.